Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Kazimi, the Love Doctor. Here on this channel, we'll discuss and work through matters of the heart. And while having our experiences here, we'll develop a deeper understanding of who we really are. The truth of love being revealed to us, reclaiming the pieces of ourselves that have been separated, divided, repressed, cut off, shut down. Come along as we raise our consciousness and our awareness of love and the power of it.
Okay, beautiful, loving hearts. Welcome to today's reading. Welcome. Glad to have you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Beautiful hearts. All right, we got ours just to go. Oh wow, already. Okay, so let's get to it. I like to intro with I like to intro the readings. I want to talk about unconditional love versus conditional love. You know, we're probably more familiar with conditional love than we probably are with unconditional love. Conditional love is love with conditions or love with an expectation. Unconditional love is like, I think some people might feel that unconditional love is like love without boundaries or like without bound and all that. It's like, no. Unconditional love is, just love. It's like I love you. I'm going to love you, and that's just what it is. I care for you, and that's just what it is. It's not with, there's nothing with it or behind it. It's just what it is. I'm going to actually go a little bit deeper into that at some point. But I just wanted to just share that for right now because it seems to, I don't know, that just came up. I felt the need to go there. Alrighty. Yeah, I hope everything's going well. Things are going really great with me. I'm working through a lot of energies. I'm working through a lot of things, and it feels great. It's a little uncomfortable, but because of where I'm going and what I'm doing, it feels great. I feel great. I have come to understand. Wow. I've come to the understanding that the things that I'm doing right now are necessary for, well, of course, I'm just on path right now, and I was feeling a sense of like resistance within myself. I had done so much and experienced so much, and I was kind of taking a break, honestly. But now it's like I've gotten back to just like some, I've been more disciplined, and I've been having some really intense spiritual experiences, and it just feels really good to just get back to me. It's like I've been 3D for a little while, and I always, would struggle with that, honestly. And I was getting really good at, like, actually being in 3D and not really, like, I wasn't, it was okay. It was okay. It was like, now it was time for me to, like, get back to me. So just finding balance, understanding who and what I am and where I'm going and why, and then just continuing to, like, staying open and staying open. And another thing, somebody has been helping me, assisting me spiritually, and I just wanted to take the time out to say thank you. I appreciate the assistance. The energy that I pick up from this, that I'm picking up is like, someone who wears many hats and that is skilled in many arts. And one of those practices, one of those things is the spiritual. And, I kind of figured that this was, that they had a certain level of awareness, but I'm seeing how aware, and I just want it to be known that I'm taking heed, paying attention, and much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Yeah, so I'm, the last reading that I did, I kind of, I was being prompted to kind of like just not go any further and to kind of wrap it up, and I'm glad that I did because I was able to figure out certain things, and things are going to change a little bit on the channel. As this thing grows, so do we, so will I, so do I. And so, I'm realizing that, like, some of the messages are, like, tied to previous messages, and I'm just kind of going to put them together in, like, subcategories so that, they're just not all listed. If they want to be viewed in that order, that's cool. But I think I'm going to put them together pretty soon in subcategories so that it'll be structured a certain way. And then, go from there. So, alright, let's see what's going on. Okay. Alright, so this energy is coming from this is coming from a twin flame. This is twin flame connection here. So your other feels like you deserve better, that you deserve better than them. And it's kind of like, they're not as hard on themselves as they have been, but they're just like, do I really deserve this? And the answer is yes, you do. Because, I picked up, was that today or yesterday? I think that was today. Earlier today, I got a message come through from my twin. It was like, don't be mean to me. I'm like, don't be mean? I'm like, I haven't been mean to you, and I wouldn't be mean to you. Why would I be mean? I understand. I understand what was meant. It's like they're so sensitive to me and my energy and everything, and it's like I realize that the slightest thing, the littlest thing feels like a slight, even if it's not. And it's like it just is. It's bringing things. It's opening. I'm seeing more because of that. It's like, I'm understanding that, like, a lot of this resistance and, it is because of, like, the unknown of, like, how I will be, how it will be, how they will be. It's like, I get it. So it's like, but be mean. I'm like, I'm not a mean person. But it's like, I get it. Being so sensitive to someone else and the way that this is, it's like, it's like the littlest thing, can affect that other person. And this could have something to do with it. How could you ever forgive the mess I've made? No. Is that why you're saying don't be mean? I mean, all right, this is how I feel about this. And it's interesting because, okay, anyway. My twin tried to, like, create something. Like, tried to create, like distance or, like, create some sort of drama. And at first I thought it was just, like, to just see how I would react or respond or something. But I realized, more and more that it was more of the fact of, like, it was more the fact of, like, I don't know what to do. Let me try to, like, push this away from me. And it's like I felt the hurt that was attached to it. 'Cause it was like, this is not really what I want to do, but I don't know what else to do. Like, not wanting to expose themselves at that time. It was like, yeah, they're triggered by us. We trigger them. It's like, definitely felt triggered. And it's like, the trigger was when someone, this person's heart. This person's heart, like, they're trying to keep their heart closed, because they felt so much pain. And they are a lover, but it's like they're trying to project that they're not. That's like the energy that they're trying to they're hiding behind their own heart. It's like, and that puts them in like precarious situations in how they do this, because it's not like who they are. And they're creating, like, all type of, like, drama and, like, stuff on purpose so that they can appear like, hey, I'm like this. I feel like this. And so people, it's more of a defense to, like, keep people from getting close to them or trying to get close to them, because they're definitely a feeling being. They feel so much, and they're trying to, at this point, before, because there's some different energy going on now. They feel bad. Yeah. Why do I deserve someone like you? Oh, that's why. Remember I said earlier that the message came through to, like, for me not to be mean? And it's because, like, they must have been wounded or hurt by us in some kind of way. And whatever it was, no matter how big to them or how small it might have seemed to us or how small it might actually have been, they're so sensitive that, like, 3D emotions and feelings can't, like, operate or reside in this union. It's like it has to be evolved. It's a divine counterpart, and so we have to operate from the space of divinity. It's like the high priestess and the it's like the emperor and the empress. That's the energy. It's like, so they were hurt by us, and it might not have been it might have been something that came up or happened that maybe they like misunderstood. But what the point is that they're so sensitive that they can't take it from us. They just can't take it. So this has to happen very gently, and it's like, you know, Don't treat me the way you do, I don't deserve it. Oh, that makes me oh, because yeah, I'm scared of rejection. They're scared of being rejected. They're scared that you'll notice something about them that like you don't like, or the moment you find something about them that you don't like, and they're gonna feel so open. This is their fear. So open to you that like it would just crush them, and oh. Wow. All right, so despite all of this going on, right, it's still important for us to like stay, to not attach to this, to still just continue to move on, or to stay separated from this. And I say that because it's not a matter of timing, it's a matter of the energy. You know, where we are with them energetically, where they are with us energetically. And it's like, you know, there's work being done, and there's like a lot happening, but it's like, who knew that we'd have this much work to do even right now, even as of late. It's like, you know, it's getting easier. It's gotten easier because we've done it before. We've been doing this for some time, but it's like I can actually feel how this is like beyond what I would have felt comfortable with doing, and the things that I've been like saying, and like I'm realizing that my previous life, my previous reality is not the reality that I live currently, and that the people that I have around me, you know, they wouldn't hurt me. They, you know, won't reject me. And it's like, I understand why this is showing up in my reality, because it's like, it's almost like we have to show them that it's okay. And if we're not sure, we're not okay with it, you know, these are things that maybe we're dealing with internally. We need to let them know that it's okay. And the best way for us to do that is vibrationally, energetically, so they can feel that we've cleared out those things, and then it will no longer be a barrier or a blockage for them, because we've cleared it. So it's like we're clearing stuff for our twin, and they're clearing stuff for us, but we're bleeding over, mirroring each other. So it's like things that need to be cleared out are happening for things to be clear. And I just know that I can't wait until we're together again. And it's like, right now it's not a longing for type of thing. It's more of, when it comes together, I know it'll be the right time. And I'm so excited about who I will be then. And then most importantly of all to me is the fact of others seeing this person, this being. It's like, it will all make sense. It'll all make sense. You know, how I feel and why, and the things that I work towards and why I'm willing to just fillet myself open. You know, I'm like filleted over here, and it's like, hey, this is what this is about. This is what this is for. It's like I understand it, and I'm okay with it, because when people see us together, it's gonna make sense. And I'm excited about that because I want them to see what love looks like. I mean, it wasn't just about like the feeling for me. It was, but it was like, you know, when someone just tender and just, I can only imagine how things would look now. It's like, man, man, oh man. Why is it that you love me? Why is it that we love them? Well, I just kind of mentioned one thing. It's like, it was the feeling, you know, the whole time thing. And I had so many things going on when we had our first physical encounter. I had so many things going on. And it was like, you know, I can tell now that it was God doing this because, well, for a few reasons, but it's like I had just experienced something that should have, like, you know, triggered me out of or away from trusting. And that's how I knew for sure. Not only was this something different or this person was different, but it was like, you know, I had just experienced something that should have rocked me. You know, it's like so much to the point where I should not have been open to anyone, you know, a day or two later or however long it was. It was like, you know, I was manifesting this, and it was like, when you see it, will you know it? Will you believe it? Will you understand it? And I did. I did. You know, I did. And I'm talking about this more and more because it's important, because I wasn't sharing this. I was, you know, keeping this to myself, and it's like, I need to let this hit the air. I need the universe, I need God to know, that I believe, and I accept. I accept, you know, at that particular time with our first physical, you know, meeting, it was like, I accept my twin I accept them however they are, wherever they are. You know, I just wanted to meet them, and I did. And then, you know, circumstances happened where we got pulled apart, and it was like, if I was anywhere else, if I wasn't in a place of things moving so fast, it was like, there's no way that I could fix it or justify it or try to move things around for it to have matched or made sense. It was like, we came in and got pulled apart, and it was like, I knew that we wouldn't see each other for a while. And I think part of me being aware of things ahead of time or whatever, in the manner in which, like, I was prepared for the separation. I prepared for it. So I think that might be a little like, how did you know the way that you knew? And I'm like, I really had to work fast. But it's like, that's how in tune, you know, my intuition, you know, yeah, it's like, being clairsentient helps. You know, clairaudient, clairsentient. There's a few things that help. All right, let me get to this, because my life is a mess right now. Their life is a mess right now. And it's like, actually, it's not as messy as they may think or feel. It might look that way, or it might feel that way to them, but they don't realize that things are actually being sorted out and worked out. And I know that that's happening because of the leaps and bounds, the pressure right now. You know, it's like, this is like a tea kettle, you know, it's about to start whistling. It's like, it's heating up. You know, I've been having spiritual experiences that have been very, Okay, so, again, they don't understand why we love them. They don't feel that they deserve it. Yeah, they don't feel that they deserve it. It's like, that's what's playing over and over in their mind, those things. It just is overwhelming them as well, the feeling, the intensity of it. The passion is too much. And they can't take it anymore. When they're getting to a place of surrender, and the things that we're doing right now are helping them get to where they need to be so that they can surrender. Because we're surrendering, so they're surrendering. They don't understand why they feel so lost. You feel so lost because you're running in the opposite direction. That's why. And they want to know what is the truth. They know that this leads to something. I don't know if God has revealed to them where this is going. In my particular situation, I'm very much aware of why this is happening. And what the mission is, because it's like, I've been looking for you for a long time. I've been waiting for this for a long time. How long was it? I don't know, like 12 years or something like that. Uh-oh. What? That's interesting. Yeah, they're masking it with how they feel about us and stuff and saying that that's the reason. But they're freaking out because they really don't. They're scared about this. And there's really nothing to be scared about. It's deeper than their feelings. They'll get out of this. This is just... We have to do this as humans. When you've been unsafe for so long and you don't know what to expect, but it's like, but you know what you felt was different than anything that you've ever known, and it's enough to fuel you, to like catapult you to where you need to go. That's the truth. Sometimes I wonder, or I don't wonder, I'm wondering right now. I wonder if my twin is actually listening to this channel. That would be cool. I don't know if they are. I don't feel that they are just yet, but they'll know all about it. And when the day comes and when we actually come together, I'm going to introduce them to the world. Yeah, so the passion is too much for them. What they feel is overwhelming, but they can't escape it. It's not going anywhere. And that's part of what they're upset about. They feel like you did this to them kind of thing. It's not funny. I should laugh. Because this is very serious and real to them. This is very real. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. What have you done to not deserve kindness? Can't stop thinking about you. Can't stop thinking about you. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. Okay, that's a good start. You don't want to be who you used to be. At one point, it felt like you were still trying to hang on to who you used to be. I don't know who I am anymore. Well, that's a great start. Honestly, to not know who you are anymore, that'll allow you to get to a place of knowing who you really are and who you're really meant to be. If you don't know who you are anymore, that means you're letting go of the old, releasing the old. And that is going to be what's necessary, because when we come together, we're going to be healed, but still very open, and going to need the rest of the healing will take place together, or the rest of the we'll be so open and have been, stripped down, stripped down, that we'll feel so naked or whatever, so exposed and vulnerable, but still there's a strength there. People don't believe in me. People don't believe in me. I feel lonely. Yeah, it's a lonely road, but that's going to change too. Because at one point I felt that I couldn't open up or share things about myself. And that's because I was in the wrong place, around the wrong people. And when I freed myself, or when God freed me, because I didn't purposefully free myself, that I started to heal. Yeah, they have certain things that are just playing over and over in their head. They're just scared. Yeah, they're scared. They don't know who they are. All they know is how to operate from a place of drama. So it's like, if they're confused about how to even go about anything, because they've been in that mode for so long, of protecting themselves for so long, and they can't handle our love. They can't handle it. They can handle it, but they don't know how to handle it. And they have been blocked. They had blocked themselves, and it's like it's gonna take some time for them to open their heart. But as long as we're open, they're going to open, because we mirror each other. The heat between us is intense. Yeah, didn't I say something about heating up? Heating up. And I know that because, and the pain too. I don't know how this is happening for them as far as like the Kundalini, but I know how it is for me. And boy, have the last few days been rough. Good, productive, releasing, had some, somebody going on. Like, it was a lot happening. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful, because I'm moving forward and things are moving along, and I haven't been in this particular place of movement and growth and synchronicity and just things unfolding and manifest. Like, I was in 3D for a while, and then I came out of 3, and I've been like in 4, and then like from 4 I've been like in 5. So it's like, this is good, because it's like I'm spending most of my time in 4, and then I'm like going into 5, and then going back to 4, and it's like I'm seeing 3 less and less, which I'm grateful for, because I want to spend most of my time getting recalibrated in 4 so that I can like get to 5. And it's like 5 is where we'll find them. Glimpses of 5 is how we came together. And it's like, and then 4, and then back to 3. And it was like, ooh, 303. 3. Man, oh man. But it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We got to do this way. I hope I'm making sense in saying this the way that I am, because it's like I feel like I am, making sense with it. And I'm saying that because, like, this has been intense, and it's like, not knowing how to handle this or like how to move through this. It can be a very disorienting situation, a very emotional, heart-wrenching, it's a lot going on here. And so I don't know where to start. That's very honest, actually. Not knowing where to start. When people say that, what do they usually say? From the beginning, right? You're so different from everyone around me. That's a fact. That's a fact. They have hurt me. person has been very emotional and in their feelings about all of this. No one understands me but you. Oh. And I feel like if they probably feel like we're the only ones that love them. And I realize too that when that's also a trigger. Like the people that you would have wanted to love you and care for you, and when someone who you don't know or you haven't known very long, or that you know that cares for you or is showing you like a certain level of care or compassion, kindness, being open and loving, that can be very jarring. Yeah, childhood trauma. That's a rough one. Childhood trauma. That's rough. And I hope that they're talking to someone, a therapist, a counselor, someone spiritual, someone that they do trust, or can they allow, meet someone, someone from their soul tribe, or, a guide, They say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Hopefully teachers are appearing. I know God is speaking to them, letting them know certain things through people that they probably don't know. Yeah, they really do feel that way, that you're too nice and that they don't deserve your kindness. But that's all you know how to be. You don't understand why they deserve someone like you. It's like they're kind of in their own way, because this is not about them or us. This is about our mission and what we came here for, and the things that we're supposed to do. And I don't know if they have been made aware of what I've been made aware of, but hopefully so. And if not now, at some point. Because they don't understand. They're unclear. I think I said that already. They don't understand. They're just replaying things over and over in their head. Yeah, and the energy of when they stepped away from this is that they don't want us to wait for them. They're like, please don't wait for me. But there's nowhere else for us to go. There's nowhere else for them to go. And it's all just too painful. This is bringing up like painful memories. This is a lot. Yeah, it's like they tried to create some stuff. I'm seeing, don't put over my BS. So it's like they created things to push us away. And it's like, it didn't work. It's not working. All right, we have the Fool in reverse. Foolishness, fear of unknown, impulsiveness, poor judgment, risk, naivete, inexperience. I feel like I've said this before in readings. I'm pretty sure that it was a twin flame reading as well. It's time to embark on a brand new beginning. And they know that, and they know this. They know what they need to do at this point. Just how things have happened, I think that's kind of what is off-putting to them. But in dealing with them and their behavior, how they've been projecting, what they've been projecting, and how they've been projecting, either energetically, verbally, or through messages. However the communication was, that we've had to be resilient. So this is ongoing. But we haven't wavered. But this has been like, we've been trying our best to rise above this so that we're not affected and drained energetically. And we know that the more that we do, that we're getting closer to, success through courage and persistence and persevering, Yeah, we've learned from the past, so we know how to do this. Again, I had mentioned, for us, it's the time to talk to people, and hopefully they have someone at least, please, someone. It's the time to be with friends, to be open, to feel happiness, and joy. to live in the moment and to have fun, just to have fun, live, because they're not going to come with us like sulking and like that's not going to draw, like the energy is not going to open up that way. Like we have to be open to this. We have to be open to love. We have to feel what it is that we want to feel to have it come toward us. So if we want to feel it, I mean, if you want to have it, you got to feel it ahead of time. And that can be like, difficult for some to get there. Oh wow. Yeah, if we're feeling like the relationship is over and we're not gonna get another chance at this, and we're gonna have to grow and transform our life to get what it is that we want, that we desire. And it's like when we do that, they're gonna open up and they're gonna start to blossom from the inside out, and they're gonna start making moves and doing things that they need to do as we've done. As we're moving forward and being pushed to move forward, they're taking steps and moving forward. We mirror each other, okay? So the more that you feel the pressure, or, your spirit is telling you to do certain things and move in a certain direction, just follow it, because it's bringing them closer to us, okay? Yeah, we gotta detach. They've detached from us in this situation. We have to detach from this situation. If we're both detached, we're in flow. Okay? Let it go. Because that is how this happens. Okay? Detach, let it go, let it flow. It's going to flow to you. It's going to flow toward us. We have to feel this from the inside out, not try to fix this from the outside in. No, it's not going to work. Yeah, choose our battles. Choose the battle. The battle is, like I just said, it's from the inside out, not the outside in. We got to feel joy. We got to be stable within ourselves. It's like, who would want to come to, emotional, depressing, just, no. What are we going to draw into us? Sad, broken, people that feel like how we're feeling. No. No. Don't want that. Okay. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. Well, I say go for it. If you know that, if that's what's going on, just go. Do it. Yeah, this is going to bring us to a place of fulfillment. We want to feel fulfilled so our wishes can come true. So our dreams can be realized, so we can have happiness, so we can be cheerful and joyful. Positivity, optimism, satisfaction, success, abundance, prosperity, achievements, rewards, confidence, high self-esteem, triumph. Yeah, we have to feel that. We have to project it so that they'll feel it and know it, and then we're in there. Then here they come, faster than you could ever imagine. But right now we have to move on. And it feels that is so strange, right? It's like, I gotta let this go. I gotta move on. It's like, am I letting it go and moving on? Like, I don't feel this. It's like, no, you feel it, but you don't want to be led by it. And like, nothing and no one should stop us from living our lives or being happy. When people come into our lives, they should be in addition to the happiness that we already have, not trying to fill in holes and gaps inside of us so that we feel a sense of being together while we're together. Because when they leave, they take all of that with them, and then that's why we feel so empty and so hollow. It's like, no. Okay? I hope this is like making sense. It may not feel good, but you know what I'm saying is real. This is it. And if you want this, you got to trust and believe in yourself. You have to know who you are and what you want. And if you want it, be it. Be what you want. We have to be it. We have to live it. We have to know it for ourselves. And then, and only then, will it present itself to us in our reality. Okay? Okay. So just trust. You know who you are. You are a beautiful, beautiful heart. beautiful, beautiful being, a loving, loving soul that deserves everything that you desire. Okay? You will have everything that you want to manifest for yourself. But you got to believe in yourself. And you got to believe that you deserve it so that you can have it. It's already yours. It's already yours. Giving and receiving. Yeah, now's the time to give so that you can receive. You have to give it away. And the more that you do it, the more you touch with your expression, the more that you release, through the things that you do, the more people that you touch, the faster this is going to happen. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to let your light shine. Be who you are. Unapologetically. It's so much in store. So much in store for you. Don't be afraid. Love in reverse. It's here. It's here. They want it. They want it. They want this. They know this now. They're just trying to figure out how to rebuild this at this point. Yeah, they're acting from a place of wisdom. They're picking up from us, so they're becoming wise in the 3D. Yeah, because the root chakra is here. I have. This is what's up. Because through us, if we're moving this way, if you're not doing these things yet, get to work. And I'm saying that because all this is showing up because either we need to get there or we're already there and you just need confirmation. So whenever you see this, whenever this is going on, we need to be working on us. This is about us right now. And everything that we want and everything that we desire will come right to us faster than you can even imagine. If you're doing this work, it will have no choice. So don't feel bad. Don't feel sorry for yourself. We got to get through those emotions. It can be difficult. So it's true. Yeah, through our truth, through the truth, our twin, they get stronger and stronger on a spiritual level. They develop spiritual strength and knowing, and we're guiding them through our energy. So you don't want to misguide them right now. We want them to know that we're with them and that things are happening in their life because they feel that it's coming from us. I don't know, I hope that makes sense. Know that they know who you are. You can't lose them. They can't lose you. That is the truth. That's a fact. And we want to get this right this lifetime. I know I do. Yeah, so if you're feeling, bored, if you're feeling out of place, if you're feeling unsure, if you're feeling, defeated and no, this is a time of rejoice, to celebrate. We got to celebrate. Celebrate what we know that's to come. Believe it, feel it, know it, live it, breathe it. So that it can be a reality. Yeah, partnerships and alliance. It's don't play games with yourself in your head. Don't talk yourself out of this like they're trying to do. Don't be tempted to do that. It's don't fall for what happened. I'm going to share something with you guys because I'm feeling it to say it. I had met someone, years ago, probably let's say 10 years. I believe it. Yeah, 10 years ago, right? Okay, so 10 years ago, I was, getting to know someone, and we decided to, one of us was going to travel, one of us was going to travel so that we could actually meet each other or whatever, in the physical. And we had talked about it and we had planned it, and it was like the night before, leaving, and for me, because I was gonna go to where they lived, and so it was like I already had my ticket, I was all packed up and ready to go, and then they tried to create some sort of like situation, and I felt it, what they projected at me, but it was like, it was empty. It was coming from a place of fear, and I knew that, and so they created this dramatic situation, and then we got off the phone, and I don't know if they like blocked me or turned their phone off or something. I'm not really sure, but like we didn't speak. So I'm like, I had an early flight. I had to get to the airport and all of that stuff, and it was like, what should I do? And so I got in my car, I drove to the airport. And so what I did was, the phone was, it was going right to voicemail. So it was like, when it was time for me to leave, I just called and said, hey, I'm about to, drive to the airport. I just wanted to let you know I'm on my way going to the airport. So each thing that I did, I called. Hey, just boarded the plane. I'm about to turn my phone off. Just wanted to let you know I was on the plane. I had never been to where I traveled to at that time. That was my first time going there. And so I went. I got on the plane. I got off the plane. I turned my phone on. I called. And it went to voicemail. And I'm like, oh, wow. I'm like, and now what am I supposed to do? Right? So I'm like, now what am I supposed to do? And then, then all of a sudden, I don't even know if I had hung up the phone yet, or if I don't remember what happened, but I get a phone call, I answer the phone, and it's them, and they're like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the airport. They're like, don't come outside. I'll be there or whatever. I'm on my way. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I was so relieved. I'm like, they were already in the car on their way to the airport to come get me. It was like I had not talked to them since the night before, but I was leaving messages the whole time that I didn't know if anybody was responding to. And when I got there, I had the best time. We had the best time. And sometimes people can just be afraid to feel, afraid of the unknown, afraid, will I still like this person? What if I do like this person? What if I like them too much? What if they don't like me? All of the stuff that we do. I was so, I could have just canceled my ticket and been upset, and we probably never would have talked again. I don't know, but the point that I'm getting at is that sometimes you have to just trust your intuition, trust who you are, trust what you feel, what you know, and move anyway, and move in it. And I guarantee, I guarantee, if you feel it and you know it, then it's real. Okay? So I'm saying that to say, I could have just stayed in my head, and, I stayed in my heart. I knew what I felt. And we had the best time. That is a good friend of mine, but it's like, for me, it was just a matter of just knowing what I knew, and I didn't accept what was being projected at me, because I knew where it was coming from and why. And and everything was fine after that. Everything was great. We had a great time. That was 10 years ago. So I say that to say, live. Live, figure it out. And I'm not saying go to some city that you've never been in and not be prepared if you need to get a hotel, or like, I still was going to have my trip. I was still was planning on going away. Now, it would have probably looked different had they not shown up, but they did. So I'm not saying just to go somewhere and not be safe or not know what's going on, okay? All right, just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, so I see marriage, this, you're going to be so happy with this person. This person is going to be so happy with you. This love transcends. It transcends. This is transcending. Like, this is something else. Like, this is, I feel like there's a spiritual marriage, a spiritual merging going on already with the Kundalini and the chakras coming together and aligning and stuff. Like, we're coming into alignment, and it has to start with the root, because for them, they've been in this survival, mode, and everything's getting cleared out. Everything's getting cleared out. Two of Swords, difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock, stalemate. Thinking before decision, stagnation, choices. Yeah, we gotta make choices right now. So if you guys haven't made choices, I hope that example, that story that I gave was, just to give a little insight of how things can be, or how we might feel, and why, and how we can turn things around. We have to decide. We get to decide. There's so many times, I try my best not to live in regret. I don't want to be somewhere talking about, oh, if I would've, and I wonder if I would've, no, no, I don't want that. I can't do that. I'd rather just go through it and just feel whatever and be hurt or whatever if I gotta be hurt, because I will be in my head so much more if I'm trying to figure out what I shoulda, woulda, coulda, didda. No, I can't do that. I have to free myself. I can't do that. And I don't want them to feel that way. I don't want my other to feel like that, because that's where they're going to, that area. Endings, defeat. They want to feel like that. We're not gonna let them get there. And if they do try to go there, and that's where they need to go, then they're gonna come back anyway. So it's like, maybe we're the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Maybe we're that for them. That's fine. That's fine. Just be open to them when they return. They're coming back. All right. So even if if it feels like they're like ruining things and they just want to escape you and they want nothing to do with you and stuff like that, they got to pull themselves together, and that might take a little time. They're going to learn from past hardships, because their worst fear, their fear will feel like it's coming true, which is losing you, not having love. Things are not happening, the way that they want in their life. And, they gotta move through this. They gotta move through this. So there's like anxiety going on, trying to figure out how, because they don't know how to go about this, but they're gonna figure it out. Their spirit is gonna nudge them to figure this out. All right, we got Knight of Pentacles. My bad. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, stagnation, perfectionism, work without reward, carelessness. Yeah. See, this person needs to be trustworthy and reliable. They need to work on trust and being reliable and dependable, like not being flaky or, not upholding their end of the bargain, or maybe like lying or being deceitful in ways that they don't have to achieve things, but, whatever it might be, they have to be trustworthy, and that's what they're going to have to be responsible for at this time, to change old, thoughts and behaviors and actions so that they can so they can have what they want. You know, they'll feel like they deserve it if they're living a certain way, and they might not feel like that's what they deserve at this point in time because of that. Foresight in reverse. Lack of foresight and planning. Oh, this person is in an uncomfortable situation. Their living situation is uncomfortable. Yeah, this is not. It's uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable here. Ace of Wands upright. New project. Inspiration. Urge to create. Willpower. Desire. Potential. Beginnings. New opportunities. Growth. This is us. Ace of Wands. Stop questioning yourself and jump right into that creative project you've been dreaming about. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a sign or a signal to act now. Even if you feel like you're not ready, you know, you need to take action to grow. We need to take action to grow. And this is all opportunities and things that are coming up that need to happen. Opportunities are open up for you shortly. So don't let them slip by. Because if you let them slip by, you're going to have to repeat some things. And this is not a time to repeat. This is a time to transform, to clear out, to move forward. So we're being tested in different ways. And we're learning things about ourselves right now. This is good stuff. We're healing. We're healing. All right, we got the Two of Swords upright. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock. Wait, did I read this already? Stalemate, thinking before decision, stagnation, choices. I don't know. Was this upright or reverse? No, it was upright. Okay. All right. Two of Swords. Yeah, this is about bringing balance into relationships. Having a hard time maintaining partnerships. And that has to do with them being honest and not being trustworthy. It's like they've created their own mess because they're running from who they are and they don't want to get too attached and they try to stay as much as detached as they can. You know, but this is different for them because they can't escape this and they can't. The way that they are with you is something that they can't control. And the part of them, the resistance and being fearful is one. They don't understand how this is happening and why they feel the way that they do. So it's like if you don't care about them, then they feel like they won't be drawn in or pulled in. It's like you feel how you feel because you feel how you feel. You recognize me. You know who I am. You know who we were. Obviously, we remember each other. We know that they're us, and they, I guess, are getting to know that we're them as well. Yeah. Avoiding issues won't make it go away. They're trying to avoid this. It's not going to make it go away. Yeah. It's like when they were chasing, we were resistant. And then when we were, I don't know, it's like, yeah, because at that time, judgment, right, we were judging ourselves in a situation, and then we had to self-evaluate, and then we started to awaken. Yeah. We have to, if you haven't forgiven them, forgive them. I'm suggesting maybe write something to them and burn it, because we need to forgive them because they know not what they do. They don't know what's going on. I wouldn't expect them to know. How would we expect them to know? They just feel so much, and it's I feel for them. I do. Yeah, I feel for them. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity, greed, strings attached, power and domination, theft, unfairness. Yeah, this is how this person was living, just dishonestly. Now they need to become trustworthy. They need to stand on some morals and some principles right now. Build some character, why don't you? Oh man. Okay. Yeah, this is about building positive relationships. So hopefully they need someone to give them a chance. And that'll build like a sense of gratitude, and they don't feel like they have anything to stand on right now. And they need to like stop hiding and put themselves out there. That's what needs to happen. Because right now they are so worried about what they don't deserve and all of this stuff. Self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, anger, guilt releasing, negative thoughts, open to new perspectives, self-acceptance, freedom. Yeah, that's where they need to get to. But right now, they could have been or are working their way out of, limiting self-beliefs, dealing with the inner critic. That's a big one. Whatever anger they might be dealing with within themselves. Anger is associated with fear. People they say, the opposite, what is it? Yeah, the opposite of love is fear, not hate. Opposite of love is fear. And the opposite of, wait, what am I trying to say? The opposite of anger is also fear. Wait, yeah. So if someone is, so if the opposite of love is fear, and the opposite of fear, the opposite of fear is anger, because when someone is, am I really about to do this? When someone is fearful, they can be afraid to love, right? Or let's just put fear in the middle. Let's just do that, because I'm saying the opposite of, but I don't want to say the opposite of. When someone is projecting anger, it's coming from a place of fear. When someone's resistant of love, it's coming from a place of fear. And what do people usually do, or what usually comes up when you're afraid to love or afraid to feel? It stirs something up inside of you, and you start to project your fear, and it might come out in an angry type of way to not feel, it's like to not feel hurt, to block that person. I feel like to block love, they used fear or showed anger to, keep love at bay, but they already feel it. No, I don't want to say that, because I don't want that to be misunderstood, because I would misunderstand that if it's not explained properly. And I'm all right. We got the Magician in reverse: manipulation, insecure, pure planning, untapped talents, lack of confidence, narcissism. Yeah, are others not narcissistic, but they've acquired narcissistic traits, and because of that, they got to work through all of those things. They will, but they need to understand that the stuff that they carry is not their stuff. Because if they're us and we're them, and they've acquired all of these things from their 3D environment, it's the conditioning. But it's not like who they are at the core, and they're going to have to let go of these things. They're going to have to change who they are. Parts of their personality is going to have to change, or the things that they've acquired along the way. who they've had to be to survive, who they've had to be respected. Not loved, but respected. It's like, that isn't real. And it's not who they really are. It's just all a projection and a temporary, it's all temporal. It's like, it's not real. It's dissolving now. It's dissolving now. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, bad luck, no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles is what's necessary. Yeah, because if not, they're going to just continue in this negative cycle of just these same phases happening over and over and over and over. And they don't want that anymore. They don't want to keep repeating. Yeah, they'll keep repeating the same cycle. Okay. I think that's all I got for that, because this energy, they're exhausted, and that's what I feel. I feel a sense of exhaustion from them, because they are doing the work, but this stuff is still lingering. It's still there. They're doing work, but it's like it's so hard for them, and they're getting frustrated with themselves because they want to be better. They want to do better. They want to be accepted. They want to be loved. They want to feel that they deserve, someone to care for them and love them, and they have to care and love themselves. They've done so much that they don't feel that they really deserve it right now, and maybe they don't to some degree. I don't know why they may have had to do certain things that they've done. I know I said to survive, but it doesn't make it okay, and I'm sure morally deep down that this is bothering them and affecting them. Okay, so here's the Soul Truth card. It reads, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Well, for me, I smile all the time. I laugh all the time. I love having a good time. And if you haven't noticed already, I'm being like playful professional on here. I'm trying. But yeah, I love that, to have fun. I love to laugh. It's interesting because it's like, what did it say? Oh, that I couldn't stop laughing or smiling. I couldn't stop laughing. Maybe in 2020 it was a time where I really couldn't stop laughing, but I laugh all the time and I have real laughs. But about 3 years ago, I had a laugh where I had to just fall out and fall out in the grass. I could not, yeah, that was a great memory and moment. Because things were all, I feel like, yeah, that was literally 3 years ago already. A little over that, because by the time it was now, I was already somewhere else and away from this person that made me laugh so hard. Okay, let's see what we got. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. I didn't do that, but that was funny that it said that. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing, definitely is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Love that. Today's soul action, make somebody laugh today. Did I make somebody laugh today? I make people laugh every day. I'm funny. Anyway, I love this. You know why? Because I earlier spoke about, shifting our emotions and shifting our feelings. And if we can think of moments where we were happy, or we're smiling, or we're laughing, gather up all of those moments. If you need to, write them down. Remember them, think about them, live them over and over and over and over. Now, if it was involving another lover or ex or something, probably don't want to do that. But if it was family or friends or something you saw on TV or a movie or whatever it is that makes you feel good, Whatever it is that made you smile really hard, write it down. Play it over and over in your mind. Even if it's like a video or something that's like on social media or something, like there's things that I used to go to that would just make me laugh like on command every time because it's hilarious. Go to those things. Feel good. You want to carry that feeling, that laughter, that emotion, that energy with you as much as you can, as often as you can. That will help bring your other to you. It's all in how we feel. If we don't feel good, who would want to come closer? I wouldn't want to come towards me if I didn't feel right energetically. You know? So, just something to think about. Okay. Well, we've come to the end of today's reading, and I hope it was helpful. You know, it always is for me. Yeah, so remember, loving hearts, always, 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 always stay open until we meet again.
If you enjoyed your time here with us, let's make this thing official. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You can also find me on Instagram at True Healing Love Doctor, as well as TrueHealingLoveDoctor.com, where you can find all of our products and services. Until next time, stay open, loving hearts. More will be revealed later.